The Nuggets are not holding anything back in the wardrobe department as they made their entrance tonight, hoping to make an impression on their home floor. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on Clark. It may not be for everyone, but we have a great defensive matchup this evening in this one.
Well, I'll tell you what, it is for me, Kevin. I mean, I like to see defense take center stage sometimes. I love when teams get after it and make it hard for each other to score. And if you're a basketball purist, this is must-watch TV.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Murray. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
Holmgren with a screen on Murray. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And that one's good by Porter.
He was arguably the top recruit out of high school in 2017. Michael Porter Jr. has a very, very tantalizing set of skills.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. People in the know how good of a defender he is.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Michael Porter making his last shot. And it's good, 2 points.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now, here's Porter. 9 points in the game so far. Jokic sets the screen for Porter. A three-pointer, no good.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually, he's money from deep.
Williams can't hit.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Porter outside, sinks the triple. Porter's got 12 in the game.
A true sniper from long range, Porter Jr. with a nice stroke on that shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Porter with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Porter looking it over. Gordon with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Here's Porter. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Thunder trailing by 6. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. He's got 7.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 points for him. And it's all said and done. Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Left side, Porter. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Williams against Porter. Fires the three. Porter can't get that one to fall.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Shot clock at 6. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And the three ball is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Porter with the screen from Murray. Outside, Porter. Here's Jokic. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Up in time. Unable to get that one. Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
We've got Russell Westbrook. Aiden Watson is out there with Jordan. And it's John Shar in power forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Westbrook against Mitchell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Pass to Caruso. The kick out to Williams. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Denver in the lead. High post, Jordan.
And Jordan doesn't look to score often. When he does, he goes up strong and attracts the defense.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Took him no time at all on that one. Mitchell's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Wallace misses. Denver's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. He gets that one.
Jordan really relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you just how strong he is and a good level of concentration, too.
Mitchell. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
They get it again outside Westbrook. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Mitchell passes to Williams. The kick out to Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Jordan with the rebound. Denver's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Watson, and it's Denver scoring again. A minute 42 left in the first half. Oklahoma City trailing. Mitchell outside. The kick out to Williams.
Denver foul. Strawberry. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Caruso looking for an opening. Over Watson. Caruso, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
A bad attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Here's Mitchell. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Watson kicks to Jordan. Lets it fly from 18. Watson's shot is off.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down. He is that open.
For Oklahoma City, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. Thunder trailing by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Peyton Watson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Love it when Westbrook takes it right at the defense like that, strong, and then finishes as well.
Denver shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Williams, a screen on Westbrook. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nuggets on top, up by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So for Oklahoma City right now, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. Murray, no good.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Jokic. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, He's looking at having a very big second half.
Pass to Holmgren on the wing, Williams. Back to Holmgren. Holmgren with a screen on Murray. 4 on the shot clock. For the tie. And Gilgeous-Alexander with the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City. Here's Porter. And the layup is good. 14 points for him.
Sweet move by Porter Jr. Getting around the contact and finding the hoop.
Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity. And man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career. And now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter.
It's Porter outside. Hits that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Fun watching Porter Jr. come right back with his own 3. Love that competitive spirit.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Does not go down. That miss makes him 7 for 12 in the game. Pass to Porter. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Gets to the hoop. And he goes right over Hartenstein and slams it down.
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game. Always looking to bring the thunder.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Jokic passes to Gordon. And it's Jokic in the corner. Jacks up a 3. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Lets it go. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Holmgren.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Porter with the screen from Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, Murray is a better athlete than he looks. He's actually terrific as an athlete. You have to love seeing him use that momentum to bounce up and throw it down.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely, and it's blocked by Gordon. A 3-ball. Brown's shot is off.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Nuggets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. To the inside, to the left side wing. Here's Brown. And they'll get another chance. On the wing, Porter. Denver passing it around. Inside, Jokic. Jokic doing the job inside.
Have a lot of respect for Jokic's feel for the game. He plays the right way, sees everything, great vision, and he processes what he sees so quickly.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
And a wide open look for Porter. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Porter's got 8 points here in this quarter. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
Wide open look here for Murray. They get it back. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Gordon. Murray outside. 1 second left. And it's he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And so it's Michael Porter making things happen for Denver. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner Day, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Murray. The kick out to Porter. Off target from three-point range.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Right side, Dort to take the lead. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. The kick out to Porter. The 3. Drills the three-pointer. Porter's got 23.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Here's Jokic.
Check Holmgren. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. It's stolen by Dort.
You know, once you leave your feet, you really limit your options.
Williams, that's good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth from that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic with the steal. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And it's Murray with the jam.
Jamal Murray really loves being the crunch time deliverer. This guy relishes the chance to make big hoops.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist in this one. Porter, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Porter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Oklahoma City's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player.
And so both free throws good that time. That puts him ahead.
Incredible confidence at the free throw line. That is how you win close games.
And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Watson is checked in for Denver. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Denver.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game as a result of good defense has been very strong.
Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Hartenstein, and it's Denver with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Jokic with his screen on Dort. And Jokic throws it down hard.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Slam call, but he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
Hey, those and one plays can really be backbreakers in a close game.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Holmgren with the steal. And now a fast break for the Thunder.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can handle the second. And the second of 2 is good. That ties the game up.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Dort, and they're able to recover. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Don't go in. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. Jokic is out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Westbrook in a point. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And he converts the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first points here in the overtime period for Oklahoma City. Here's Porter. Pass to Jokic. Out to the wing. To the paint. The kick out to Porter. Over to the wing. 4 on the clock. Westbrook. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 6th rebound on the night. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Watson. Here's Brown. He's guarded by Williams. Watson the screen. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Michael Porter Jr. is an active shooter, which is why he gets defenders to overcommit.
And Porter drops them both.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 40 points.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Offensive rebound. Jokic gets to Watson. Goes back up. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Got 1 on Holmgren.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the gap to 1. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Left side, Westbrook. It's good.
So tough to stop Westbrook right now.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Brown pulls it down. The Nuggets on offense. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Jokic. Good.
Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
That's the way to go.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. You got to play without fouling.
Both good from the line that time. Jokic against Hartenstein. It's Porter outside. They get it back. Back to Jokic. There's the three. Count it. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them. All right, David, thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in
aggressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
All right, let's check out the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. Scoot and Sharp are the backcourt set. Denny Avdia out there with Klingon, and it's Kamare in at the 3. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Denver. It's hauled in by Henderson.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, and Henderson has got some hops for sure. You cannot let him get to the rim.
And Gordon with the big finish.
When he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Here's Henderson. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. Pass to Kamare. Puts up a 3. He drops it from range.
Yeah, Klingon is a smart player with underrated passing skills, not just a big body out there.
Brown's shot is good.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Sharp. Avdia from outside. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Klingon. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Outside for Porter. There's the 3. And Klingon pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Back to Avdia. Sharp, a screen on Porter. The 3 is up. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And a fun fact here, Brett, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Well, that's so awesome, BA, to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there were a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely.
Yeah, he's just explosive. I mean, Scoot gets off the ground in a hurry and puts some emphasis on it, too.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
KBA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and absence of skill deficiencies. Bryant, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. There's a screen. 3-pointer Sharp. They grab their own miss.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
The 3-ball. Pure from 3-point range.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him. Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
There's the drive. Oh, a big-time jam. Slams it right over Gordon.
And Sharp is the kind of guy who gets up there in a hurry. That elevator, that's got some extra juice.
Jokic's shot is good.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Henderson with it. Now Porter defending. Here's Kamare. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Jokic. He takes it in.
Jokic, is he? I think he's showing some emotion, Kevin.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for Portland. Shoots. And it's Portland with another. Denver has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Gordon, right side. Pass to Porter. There's the triple. And again, Denver with a 3.
Porter in a comfortable place there. He likes the passes being on target. He stays perfect in rhythm with that J.
3-pointer Sharp. And it's Denver with a rebound. Brown. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Trailblazers have gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Avdia passes to Sharp. Avdia, screen on Jokic. And that one's good. Sharp.
Showing off some playmaking abilities with the pick and roll. I know Coach likes seeing this from Sharp.
Really left him alone that time. Jokic has got 7.
Ooh, soft touch with the runner. That's a beautiful shot.
Henderson outside.
That is what I'm talking about. Wow.
What a finish with a reverse dunk.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Portland ahead, up by 4. And we'll be back right after this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Portland.
I like the defensive pressure they started with here. Now, they forced some turnovers, and it's given them an early boost.
We should also mention how hard they've been working on the offensive glass, just coming up with second-chance scoring opportunities. Those can be deflating.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. And it's Jokic in at the 5. That's the group for Denver, getting going in the second. And it's a completely new group here for the Nuggets. Pass to Chanchar. Here's Strawther. Fires the 3. Banton pulls it in. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Chanchar shot is off. Portland leading by 7. On the wing, Simons. From downtown, they get the rebound. Let's go with a 3. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. The Nuggets have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. A nice shot by Watson.
That's pretty much not how they've moved to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Walker's shot is off.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Well, Brent, we hear the term empty stats ever so often. What are your thoughts about that phrase?
BA, when you play such a long season, there are going to be nights where the game is not all that competitive. But we also know that throughout the course of long seasons, there are teams that are not going to be competitive. Still, those guys going out there on a nightly basis and putting up their numbers, getting those reps in, it means they're capable.
Here's Walker. Again, the miss by Portland. Nuggets trail by 3. And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul. Thibault, he's checked in for Portland.
Into the lineup for the Trailblazers.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You got to pick your poison. Westbrook, if he gets that dribble going, it really helps him in terms of his rhythm. That opens up the 3-ball.
And it's Thibault missing. The Nuggets have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. From outside the arc, Banton, good. Banton's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Count the basket.
A more fearless play from Russell Westbrook, the ability to finish through contact. That's why it's so tough to stop him on the dribble drive.
Thibault passes to Simons. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc. You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
Pass to Strawther.
2 minutes
For
remaining
3.
in the first half.
And Russell Westbrook hits from deep. Westbrook's got 8 points.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Beyond the arc. Thibault, that's good.
Matisse Thibault.
And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Strother. No good with the triple. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Portland shooting their first foul shot of the game.
After what we saw from Simons last year and the way he broke out offensively, just becoming one of those guys that plays with force when he has the ball.
Again, the miss by Portland.
He wanted to keep that shot from getting blocked, but in the process, he gave it no chance of going in because of how unbalanced he was on the fade.
Outside Thibault. They set the screen. Three-pointer. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. Nuggets trail by 5. The drive by Watson. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Pass to Chanchar. Now here's Westbrook. Covered by Thibault. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Outside Watson. Puts up a 3. And Ayton pulls it down.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Grant's shot is off. And for Denver, they're shooting only 36% during the second. And a two-handed jam!
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Simons. Rebounded by Denver. Here's Strother. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Trailblazers out in front, up 1. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Shaedon Sharpe really making a difference here.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So the Trailblazers 5 right now. Scoot and Sharpe with a backcourt set. Klingon out there with Avdia. And it's Kamari in at the small forward position. The shot by Brown, no good.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Gordon going inside. Oh, Denver gets it back. Jokic cleaning it up.
Tough to box out Jokic, not only strong, but long.
The drive by Henderson. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It goes on Aaron Gordon. Well, Brent, when it comes to Scoot Henderson, his mobility alone causes problems.
No doubt about his explosiveness, B.A., being one of the things he uses as a weapon. So he gets confidence in that outside shot. People start pressing up on him. You're going to see that quick first step and Scoot Henderson getting to the rim and becoming more impactful offensively.
Henderson, right side. Avdia, screen on Porter. Here's Kamari. Pass to Klingon. It's Sharpe on the wing. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Avdia can't get it to go. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Denver. Porter from outside. Offensive rebound. Oh, that's too easy for Jokic when he gets inside position.
And Jokic just making this look way too easy.
To the inside. Porter with the steal. They're running. Pass to Murray. Henderson against Porter. Brown passes to Murray. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Murray's got 5.
Murray could score without dominating the ball. And that time off the catch and shoot.
Will it go? And a Foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his second personal.
It goes on Aaron Gordon.
So close on the finish. It could have been a three-point opportunity.
And he makes both free throws.
And one look at Donovan Clingan, and you see why scouts were excited about him. 7'2" with a great build. You can only imagine the intimidating presence he could become on the floor. Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. They set a pick. Here's Kamare. Sinks the tray. Kamare's got his second basket of the game.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Porter from outside. Portland with a rebound. Clingan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Kamare. Count it. Good. Kamare's got 5 points now this quarter. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Pass to Murray. Now here's Gordon. Here's Brown. Off target from outside.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Portland has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Clingan. There's a minute 54 left in the third quarter here. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Yeah, this shows you how strong Clingan is. Even when you foul him, he just out-muscles you.
Portland making a switch here. Thibault, he's checked in for Abdia. Grant comes in for Kamara. Banton, he's checked in for Sharp. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Henderson. And it's Watson missing.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And here's Simons outside. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Now it's a 7-point Portland lead.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Here's Watson. Hits the trifecta. Watson's got 8.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Here's Simons. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jordan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The drive by Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Thibault. And the 3 off target. The Nuggets have gone 8 of 15 in the third quarter. Here's Benton. He's got 5. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. In transition. He's all alone. And Westbrook slams it home.
Rocket fuel there. So explosive. Westbrook's a one-man wrecking crew.
Fires from deep. A nice shot by Watson. Watson's got 6 here in the quarter. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Here's Clingan. No good. Had a chance to win the run there. Here's Watson. He shoots again. No good on the buzzer beater. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Russell Westbrook. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Chanchar in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And Grant gets it to go.
And the corner pocket was open, and Grant took advantage.
Grant's gone 1 for 2 from deep. Pass to Jordan to the left side wing. Jacks up at 3. Chanchar's shot is off. Chanchar's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Outside Thibault. That 3's off the mark. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Back to Watson. Grant with a steal. And here they come. Oh, a flawless finish on the lob. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Just enormous, guys. With time winding down, goes for the steal, and then off to the races.
Kicks it out to Westbrook, and the ball out of play. The Trailblazers will have it.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
And it's a completely new group here for the Nuggets. Henderson against Murray. Henderson, the pass to Ayton. Fires the three. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds now. Puts up a deep three. Again, the miss by Portland.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Brown. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Sharp's checked in. Ayton passes to Avdia. From deep. Rebounded by Denver. Pass to Porter. Launches it. Counted from distance. And it's a 5-point Nugget lead.
You feel like there's nowhere on the floor where you can really get away from Michael Porter Jr. 3-ball goes that time.
Avdia from outside. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. They kick it out to Murray. Pass to Brown. Back to Porter. 6 to shoot. Murray with it. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Outside Porter. Screen by Gordon. Porter pass to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
And that's a staple move from Aaron Gordon.
Ayton finds Graham to the middle. Kamara. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Over to the wing. Pass to Gordon. And here's Porter. Screen by Gordon. Down low. And Gordon with the big finish.
So hard to guard the pick and roll action when Aaron Gordon's a part of it. You better have your antennas up.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Pass to Murray. Here's Brown. Takes the 3, and the 3-pointer goes. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And I like that from Murray. Not an extra dribble. Get the ball to the open teammate right away.
Avdia from outside. Rebounded by Denver.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here are the Blazers with the ball. They trail by 7. And here's Porter outside. Here's Jokic. Another shot. Out to Gordon. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And Avdia comes to help. Pass to Murray. And here's Porter outside. They get it back on the wing. Porter lets it go from deep. It's not going to go for him. And Portland has possession. And here's Grant from the arc. And it's in. And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game. Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
The 3-ball. And that's good. Gordon for 3. And the Nuggets lead by 7. Connects from downtown. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a quote. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps.
it's clear who the media thinks will win. We've been reading about it and hearing about it for the last couple days.
Yeah, but Kevin, you know, none of us in the media know what we're talking about. It's just a lot of speculation. And look, it's a cliche, but it's also true. The games aren't won on paper, they're won out on the court, and anyone in the NBA can beat anyone else on a given night.
Which makes me look forward to this one.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Denny Avdia. Ayton is out there with Klingon. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe. And it's Kamare in at the small forward. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Thanks. Mark Daignault and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now, he highlighted the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. Coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively, he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
Stan, after 11 seasons with this Blazer organization, Damian Lillard traded away in 2023. What a run he had for Portland.
Incredible, Kevin. Not only in terms of his scoring and his individual honors, but the success he brought to the team. While they didn't get over the top and get to the finals, they were a consistent winner. If you were a fan in Portland, you had a good team to come and watch for all of those years.
Now Ayton, after the missed three from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Wide open look here for Klingon. Traps in the tray.
Nice vision from the youngster, Sharpe that time.
The Thunder have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Shoots. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
An outstanding transition player. When Gilgeous-Alexander is on the attack, good luck trying to contain him.
Klingon, Thunder with the rebound. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And they take the lead. Dort's got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Gilgeous-Alexander comes with the double team. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Thunder have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharpe. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 4 to shoot. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
That one drops for him.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Loads of expectations come with going number 1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Williams against Sharpe. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Now, here's Avdia. 6 points for him. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams looking around. And stolen by Ayton. Pass to Kamare. Avdia on the wing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on George.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And he's good on the second. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. Danny Avdia. He's been the guy making things happen for Portland. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Trailblazers.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
They've got Mitchell. Williams is out there with Williams. Then there's Wallace. And it's Caruso in at the small forward position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Portland making their last shot. Here's Caruso. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Caruso's got his first basket. Simons against Mitchell. Feibel for three. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Feibel's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers. And Caruso's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Portland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. The Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Mitchell wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Mitchell's got 5 points so far.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Williams kicks to Feibel. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Ball is with the ball. And Simons picks him up defensively. Williams has a screen for Mitchell. And Grant sends it back.
And what tenacious defense from Grant, outworking the offensive player there and coming up with the rejection.
Pass to Feibel. And Simons has it in the corner. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Williams. There's the drive.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And Grant's such a versatile player. It can do a little bit of everything, including setting up his teammates.
Stan on the floor tonight, one of the best two-way players in the game, Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, Kevin, look. He's become a knockdown three-point shooter, but he also does a great job of putting the ball on the floor, attacking the basket, and getting to the free throw line. He puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Shot clock at 3. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Go into the rack with energy with the afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And nice pass by Grant. And this is what happens when you become a great scorer. You draw defenders, which often leaves someone open.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 5. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Simons finds Thibault. Williams a screen. This one for 3. The kick out to Simons. Pass to Grant. It's tipped. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's Simons that time on the assist by Grant. Simons has got 6 points in the quarter. Thunder trailing by 4. The kick out to Williams. Williams a screen. And Williams, here we go. Comes up empty down low.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Simons, the pass to Banton. The kick out to Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. And they recover it. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Wallace. Wallace drawing the double team over Williams. Wallace misses.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
That'll do it for the first half. It's the Trailblazers leading by 6. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And we've seen Denny Avdia really having a great game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half. They've got Ayton. Avdia is out there with Shaden Sharp. Then there's Klingon, and it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. For Oklahoma City, they've been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Here's Kamare. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Connects from 3-point range.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
Now here's Williams. And it's good for 2.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Dort. He has 5. Out left to the wing. Holmgren finds Williams. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Here's Klingon. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 5. It's Dort on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Pass to Holmgren. Shoots the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Holmgren's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Sharp, the pass to Ayton. Ayton sets the pick for Avdia. A 3-ball. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin? Certainly.
I agree. You know, David, he is fearless. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Blazers getting the bucket. Hey, Stan, we've heard talk about players not heaving up a shot at the buzzer to protect their shooting percentage. Have you run into that at all?
Oh, Kevin, that definitely happens. Players are concerned about all of those numbers, shooting percentages being one of them, because they become a factor in contract negotiations. But they have to realize, number one, you've got to do what gives your team a chance to win. And number two, with all the analytics, teams separate out what they call heaves at the end of quarters.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 points for him. Pass to Holmgren. It's Dort on the wing. Oh, good with the triple. Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's Avdia. No good on the 3. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Hands it from downtown. Avdia's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Takes a 3. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Klingen with the steal. Oh, Ayton in position. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Thunder trailing by 8. Pass to Hartenstein. Now Holmgren. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Thibault, the pass to Ayton. Fader on the way. The Thunder pull it in. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Williams with a clean look. Off target from outside. He can't get that one. And so it's Portland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3-side. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Simons from outside. Hits it from 3-point range. Simons has got the lead up to 9 now for Portland.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And here is Simons. after the three-pointer from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. The layup missed.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Klingon. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder trailing by 6. Double team on Williams. Misses from short range. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. Grant for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Dort wide open. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists now in this one. Driving inside. And it's Klingon with the jam.
And there's the movement. Klingon with great body control coming down the lane.
They get a hand on it. Unhindered, going all the way. And the basket by Kamara. And it's an 8-point Trailblazer lead. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Trailblazers?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And let's not forget how dominant they've been defensively. Great job of forcing some tough shots, often leading to blocks.
Grant for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Grant's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And I love Grant's mindset. Readies himself to shoot as soon as he touches the ball.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Grant.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Lets it go with a 3.
2 minutes remaining.
Avdia can't hit.
2 minutes.
Thunder trailing by 11. Holmgren wide open. The offensive rebound. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot to stop the run. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Gilgeous-Alexander's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Oklahoma City. And stolen by Williams. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Williams.
Well, this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And Simons wide open. He'll fire. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And Simons picks him up defensively. Fires from deep. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Simons on the wing. Defended by Dort. And stolen by Williams.
This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
Staying cool in a clutch moment. Holmgren not letting his inexperience get the best of him.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Denny Avdia picks one up.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that in this free throw when it's all said and done.
And the wide open shot from Avdia. Rebound by Williams.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Three-pointer. He's off on that one. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart. And looking for a very quick shot here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
Here's Holmgren. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Three-pointer, Simon. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
And, you know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean,
get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the kiss. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer.
Let off the beat.
Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him run,
attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Porter in at the small forward. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Here's Murray. Outside Porter. The three is up. Sends it home from three-point land.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
And it's incredible how taking good risk on defense often leads to good looks at the other end.
That is quick defense to offense. These guys such terrific athletes. You can't let your guard down.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just get right up and over the top of the defense. Gilgeous-Alexander, no doubt.
And Doris, no doubt about it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle. He can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. And he gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Williams against Porter. And a miss there on the triple.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Gordon's on him, and the shot goes in.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Williams up top. And Williams punches it home.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Jokic good.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The three. Rebound by the Nuggets. Porter looks it over. On the wing, Murray. Gordon, the pass to Murray. Here's Brown. And here's Porter outside. Hartenstein pulls it in. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shows you he's not afraid to draw contact. Now gets to the free throw line.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Williams from long range. Nuggets trail by 3. Murray with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Porter from outside. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Porter's got 6.
Just an uncanny ability to make shots from the corner. Porter Jr. using his skill set.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely. The kick out to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. 2 on the clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Denver has gone 2 of 5 from deep. They get the rebound. Jokic passes to Porter. Jokic the screen. Porter's shot is off. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. The layup off target. Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
Just in the nick of time.
Count the basket!
Oh, showing some moxie. Nailing a huge Hail Mary.
And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Nuggets ahead. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
They've got Alex Caruso, Cason Wallace out there with Isaiah Joe. Then it's Kenrich Williams, and it's Williams in at the center position. That's the group for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Oklahoma City trailing. Well, OKC has a great track record with their draft picks, and it seems like they got another one in Cason Wallace.
Wallace was the 10th pick in 2023. He's going to give you great physical pressure defense on the perimeter, and then he's going to play to his strength offensively. OKC rarely misses with their draft picks, and they didn't on this guy.
Now here's Caruso. Williams with the screen. Takes a 13-footer. Rebounded by Denver. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Strother. Offensive rebound. Takes a 3. And another miss by Denver.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Caruso. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Jordan. Pass to Strother. Fires the 3. Williams grabs the board. For Oklahoma City, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. 3 on 3. Here's Watson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Cason Wallace. Denver shooting their first free throws of the game now. And he drops them first. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates. And it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Now here's Caruso. No points so far. Shoots over Westbrook. Caruso with the bucket.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Westbrook, the pass to Watson. And again, it's Denver missing. The Thunder have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Caruso with it, guarded now by Watson. Here's the 3. And Caruso, good for 3. Caruso's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Denver has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Westbrook. There's the triple. Here's Jordan, and he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Screen by Watson. Lets it fly. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Wallace, the pass to Williams. Right right side. Williams. Wallace outside. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Well, the Nuggets shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. And there's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That'll be a second foul of the game. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And that one's good. Strother.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the three. That's a dangerous proposition.
Here's Williams. Missed inside.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Watson passes to Chanchar. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Let's go with a three. Outside Watson. Pass to Chanchar. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Thunder trail by 3. Wallace outside. Williams with the screen. The kick out to Williams. The Thunder with another miss.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Westbrook with it. Joe covering. Here's Strother. Pass to Chanchar. Here's Watson. Sinks it from distance. Watson's got 7. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And it's Denver with a rebound. Jordan's got 7 rebounds in the game. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. With 1 on the clock. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Denver, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. More 2K action in just a moment. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
On the court for Denver, Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the 5, down low. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Now here's Murray. No points yet. Gordon on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
I love that Aaron Gordon goes right up with it. He's got really good instincts for knowing when to catch and shoot.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tightly guarded. Count it.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Here's Brown. 5 points in the game. And here's Gordon from the arc. Outside for Porter. Second shot opportunity. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Porter's got 8.
Catch and release. Porter Jr. is so quick. Tough to close out on.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 15. 3-pointer. Gordon pulls it in. The Nuggets lead by 6. There's the 3. Fires in the triple. Give him 8.
The court awareness on full display. Jokic is such a unique big man.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gordon pulls it in. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
It's his first trip to the line. That one misses. Thunder trail by 11. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gordon pulls it in. And it's the Nuggets ball. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Porter gets the bucket.
And this is how you execute through contact. Porter Jr. outworking the defense in style.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Brown. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. Murray from outside. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
You have to watch Murray closely at the perimeter. He won't hesitate to flex his range.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Murray for 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
1:19 left to play in the 3rd quarter here. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. 14 foul.
Oklahoma City on D. It's an 18-point game. Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Murray can't get that one to fall. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City.
And Porter Jr.'s teammates and coaches love when he hustles. When he does, he makes an impact on D.
And another miss by Denver.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Hits a 3-pointer.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. The free throw drops from Murray.
You know, I just love the moxie Murray has to his game. He's so fast and supremely confident.
And here are the Thunder now, trailing by 17. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving inside. SGA using that size.
That, folks, is about the speed of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets in there before the defense can react.
Jokic, no good. Oklahoma City has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the 3rd. The shots just aren't falling. So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the line.
Second personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for your Oklahoma City.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Denver leading by 13. Oh, deflected. From outside the arc. Great touch from deep. Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 6 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. So that'll be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. These are his first free throws of the game.
Michael Porter Jr. 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Denver. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. The Nuggets lead by 9. Here's Brown. No good on the 3. It's Dort on the wing. Defended by Murray. The shot by Dort, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now here's Porter. And again, it's Denver missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. For Denver, they've got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Brown passes to Jokic. Here's Brown from downtown. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Murray against Dort. Pass to Holmgren. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocked away. Right side Porter. This one for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 rebounds in the game. Williams with it. And Jokic picks him up defensively. Denver leading by 9. Gordon, the pass to Murray. Back to Gordon. Here's Brown. Gordon outside. Pass to Brown. And here's Porter outside. And again, it's Denver missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, you just get to your spot and rise and fire. The confident pull-up from Mr. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Gilgeous-Alexander punches it home.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander, a merciless 3 of his own.
There is no moment too big, no pressure too heavy for Mr. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The delivery is on time.
From deep, Jokic. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. For 3. And it's Denver with a rebound. They led by as many as 18. Murray for 3. He drops it from range.
The jumper looking so pure coming out of Murray's hands. It's fun watching him score the rock.
Puts up a deep 3. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Brown's shot is good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment to play the right way. Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Gordon can't hit.
I don't know if he's trying to show off for the crowd or what. There's no reason for that kind of shot.
Here's Holmgren. And he buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
These moments shots are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Sinks it from distance. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 37.
What a moment for Gilgeous-Alexander in the clutch. Yes, sir.
Porter's shot is off. And Holmgren's got the ball here for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. The kick out to Williams. The three is up. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Defended by Murray. Launches a three. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
And connect from downtown.
My goodness, Lou Dort in the clutch. We see you, young sir.
For three, Gordon. Offensive board.
That's been the difference tonight. They've been insanely disruptive on the glass.
So a close game sees Denver take. Allie, thank you as always.
like a potential blower. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the center. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Brown the pass to Murray. There's Porter with the three. Portland grabs the miss. Sharp on the wing. That three off the mark. Here's Brown. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Jokic, so dangerous when he's got the rock in his hands. He's a top-notch passer as well as a great scorer. He always delivers.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Clark, it has been quite a run for the Nuggets, hasn't it, who have made the playoffs every season since 2019.
And how about this, Kevin? They've only been lower than a 3 seed one time in that span. And that was because Murray missed the season due to injury. They are consistently tough.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Brown. He has 6. And that one's good by Porter.
Fun watching Porter Jr. come right back with his own 3. Love that competitive spirit.
Avdia finds Williams. Sharp plays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Gordon. In the corner, Murray with it. Here's Brown. Defended by Sharp. 4 on the shot clock. Porter, no luck. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. From the arc. They grab their own miss. Henderson, no one around him. Buries the long-range jumper.
Such a confident young man. Scoot just goes for it.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with the Blazers head coach. I asked him what's the hardest thing about facing Nikola Jokic. He said the way he controls the game at the offensive end. He keeps everyone involved. He's a great scorer, and you have to keep him off the offensive glass. Tall order, all of it. Guys?
Thank you, David.
At the line for 2.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
Nice back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Henderson kicks to Williams. Pass to Kamare. Cuts off the pass.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Porter passes to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And although he's 6'9", Gordon runs and sprints like a much smaller man. He's got gazelle-like form and speed in transition.
Now, here's Avdia. Out to Henderson. From deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some. Henderson's got 6.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And it's Murray with the jam.
How about the guard getting up? Jamal Murray flying to the rack.
Jamal Murray is still an elite scorer. And Clark, he has fought through so many injuries.
And it's remarkable that he's as explosive off the bounce as he is after the injuries that he's dealt with. His ability to create a shot, especially at crunch time, one of the best in the league. The pull-up jumper, the teardrop, and the 3. He's got all of those.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. Wide open look here for Murray. Good on the triple. He's got 5.
Immensely confident in his game. Murray doesn't think twice about pulling the trigger from deep, nor should he.
Williams kicks to Avdia. From deep. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Denver leading by 5. 32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Brown. Off Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Portland's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Outside, Avdia.
Hey, yo, right here.
Pass to Kamare. Beyond the arc. It doesn't go for him. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's working. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
You've got Anthony Simon. Jeremy Grant is out there with Ayton. And it's Benton in at the shooting guard. They're the group that Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Here's Westbrook. To the wing on the left. Jordan sets the pick for Westbrook. Clock at 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Here's John Shaw. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Pass to Thibault. It's up a 3. Sinks the triple.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA, and confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, D.A. Thank you so much. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Denver able to drain the 3. Outside, Simons. No problems knocking that one down. Simons has got 4 points this quarter.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Back to Watson. Fade away. They get the rebound. Here's Jordan. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Strong to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
So it's Portland now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. The putback, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Poke loose. Pass to Thibault. Here's Banton, guarded by Jordan. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Simons surveying the D. Drills the three-pointer.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, he's automatic from that distance.
It's Jordan on the wing. Watson for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Grant for 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. The Nuggets leading by 6. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Jeremy Grant.
Big boy muscle that time by DeAndre Jordan was not going to be stopped. Got the hoop +1.
Here's Benton. And the dunk to finish it off. Ah, beauty.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Watson for 3. The shot, no good. Portland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Pass to Benton. Back to Grant. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
First team foul.
And Grant is just really an aggressive player. He welcomes contact on his shots. I mean, the defense has to be careful around him because he's looking to draw fouls.
And he can't make it. 3 for 3. Denver in the lead. Watson finds Westbrook. Back to Watson. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And it's good off the back rim and in. Watson's got his first points of the game.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
Here's Benton. Portland again missing.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Here's Strother. Second shot opportunity. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Grant. Takes the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Grant's got 5 points in the quarter. Outside Westbrook. Over to the left wing. Watson for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, and Fernie Simons getting it done today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. And it's Murray in at the 1 to the left side wing. Here's Brown. Cranes the three-pointer. Brown's got 9 points.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Now, here's Avdia. And again, it's Portland with the 3.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this court.
Now here's Gordon, and a wide-open look for Porter. And again, Denver with the triple.
Well, the mechanics of Porter Jr.'s shot are just so efficient. Almost automatic. Gets the ball and puts it right up into the shooting pocket.
Murray, good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Here's Kamare. Back to Henderson. Outside, Avdia to end the run. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic just got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The shot off that time.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And he can't hit the second. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods in the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, DA. Thank you. Jokic, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
How about that move by Sharp against the defense, getting them to put contact on him so he can draw the foul.
So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. Denver leading by 7. To the left wing. Sharp against Westbrook. Watson for 3. And another miss by Denver. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Grant for 3. Here's Ayton. A shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Off target with his 3. Nuggets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Watson dishes to Jordan. And stolen by Thibault. And now Portland on the break. Here's Sharp. Tries to save it. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Delano Bangs checked in for Portland.
For your Trailblazers, number 5.
Denver's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Westbrook out left to the wing. Screen by Jordan. Strother, no good. Trailblazers trail by 7. Puts up a deep 3.
Russell Westbrook. First personal foul. Third team foul.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Russell Westbrook. Nuggets shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Over to the left wing. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Knocks it loose. Grant for 3. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. The Nuggets leading by 7. Watson kicks to Jordan. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
36 seconds left to play here in the third. And stolen by Ayton.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Thybulle finds Ayton. Simons from outside. No good on that one.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Ayton, the pass to Banton. From downtown, and he's good on the 3-ball. Banton's got 5 minutes.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Nuggets lead by 4. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Trailblazers trail by 4. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Grant. Then there's Ayton. Then there's Scoot Henderson. And it's Banton in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Pass to Grant. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Banton. Back to Grant. Takes the 13-footer. Denver grabs the miss.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
3-pointer. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nuggets.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Jacks up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
A nice shot by Brown.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up 3s the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Corner shot. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And it's a 9-point Nugget lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Denver.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
Peyton Watson, he's checked in for Gordon. Jokic with his screen on Grant. And the three off target.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Here's Klingon. The kick out to Simons. Grant gets a wide open look. Traps in the tray.
I tell you, I like the fact that Grant is selective in the shots that he takes. He's looking for quality. He senses the defense is playing off him as the pass is coming to him. He's prepared. He's getting shot ready as the pass is in the air.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Grant. Here's Thybulle. Here's Avdia. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. And it's 8 points for Denny Avdia.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots. Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Pass to Simons. Puts up a deep three. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Brown. Oh, good on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 8. Here's Thybulle. The kick out to Simons. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Simons. There's the triple. Good on the three-point shot.
And how about the awareness by Klingon, a big man who can sense when one of his teammates is open.
And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's foul number 2 for him. Trailblazers making a switch here. Grant's checked in.
Now on the floor for your credit.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th.
Jeremy Grant.
Here's Brown. For the 3. The rebound by Grant. Simons on the wing. Rejected by Murray. Here's Brown. He's covered by Grant. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Nuggets.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
Ayton, he's checked in for Portland. 1:04 left to play here in the 4th. Denver leading by 8. Here's Brown. Misses the 3. Portland's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Simons finds Grant. It's stolen by Watson. Here's Brown. Launches it. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. Launches a 3. The Trailblazers pull it in.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Fires the 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The 3, and Grant sends it back. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily.
And that's
Thanks so much, David. And that'll do it, folks, for
get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back. Let me still let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for
this one as I am. Some of the league's most exciting talent on the floor.
Oh, my, man. I am most definitely up for this one. With the athleticism on both sides, there's going to be no shortage of highlights.
A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Pass to Henderson. Dort against Sharp. And here's Ayton, down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Henderson, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Jalen Williams. And Brent Scoot Henderson spending 2 years with G League Ignite, the 2nd overall pick in 2023.
Yeah, and Scoot not the first Ignite player to go very high up in the NBA draft. You think about Jalen Green with the Rockets, but an extra year in the G League, committed to staying there and developing his game. I think that helped him in terms of his maturity, and still the sky is the limit for this kid.
Yeah, love seeing the young guard Henderson take charge like this, making things happen on the drive.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's closely guarded. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Henderson. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Three-pointer Sharp. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Fires for 3. He buries it from 3.
And more often than not, Gilgeous-Alexander would pass on that shot, but he drains it this time.
Henderson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Henderson, the pass to Sharp. Back to Henderson. Ayton against Holmgren. He shoots a 3. Sharp up top. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here's Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, not a good idea to take a nap on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and that athleticism. So much power. Way to get up.
And last season, Britt, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, BA. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league in 2 steals per game. What a season.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can work defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Counted from distance.
Oh, good 3-ball by Henderson. Now, this is the part of his game that he wants to keep developing.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Deflected. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Kamari. Off target with the 3. Thunder trail by 4. Here's Williams. Portland with a rebound. Lingen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Ayton gets it to go.
The classic big man rim run. This Ayton just gets out in the open floor.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. That one goes. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
4-3. And it's Rupert missing. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 4 from deep. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Here's Rupert. Williams defending. Henderson outside. Pass to Klingon. Dort with a steal. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Thunder trail by 4. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
To the left wing. Here's Kamare. From outside, off the mark. And that does it for the first quarter. Portland ahead. They're up by 4. And back to the start of the... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Trailblazers, what do you guys think?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Jabari Walker is out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Denny Avdia. Then it's Jeremy Grant. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group for Portland starting the second. Williams a screen on Avdia. Outside for Mitchell. Wallace outside. Clock at 6. Back to Mitchell. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. It's Avdia on the wing. Williams defending from the arc. Avdia can't get it to go. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for the Thunder. 6-point game. Walker against Mitchell. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. And the Trailblazers shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Portland shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. All right, Brent, we hear the phrase 3 and D. Jeremy Grant is a perfect example of that, though.
Well, Grant's done a good job of trying to find some more confidence in shooting from the arc. He shot over 40% from 3 in one season. Defensively, he's versatile, he's long. I'd like him to play a little bit more physical, but if that comes along, he's the kind of guy you want to suit up with.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Williams passes to Caruso. The 3. It's rebounded by Grant. Trailblazers lead by 5. Got a piece of it. Caruso outside. No good on the triple. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Pass to Avdia. Wallace with it. Avdia picks him up. Fast break. Here we go.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Thibault, he's checked in for Walker.
Now on the floor for your Trailblazers.
Now here's Thibault. Back to Simons.
Matisse Thibault.
There's the triple. Williams grabs the board. Thunder trail by 3. And it's Denny Avdia with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside, Williams takes the 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Portland leading by 3. Here they come with numbers in transition. And here's Grant from the arc. Hits the trifecta. Grant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Well, Brent, league-wide, more and more points being scored. You see that tapering off at any point?
BA, with all the rule changes and what we're seeing in terms of the skill set of players growing, I mean, the scoring is just going to keep going. How far can we go? I don't know. I feel like we're topping off a little bit. The only way we're going to score more points in the game is add more time to the clock.
Williams' shot is good.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Reith. It's good from the top of the key. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Wallace misses. Portland has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Thibault finds Avdia. And here's Simons outside. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Caruso. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Simons. Grant with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Deflects the pass. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Blazers will retain possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Avdia against Caruso. Here's Thibault. Buries it from 3. And it's an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Williams in the post. He's covered by Simons. Shot clock at 6. Caruso misses. Trailblazers lead by 8. Here's Thibault. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Oklahoma City shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Wallace misses. Simons outside. Let's go with a 3. Drops in the 3. Simons has got 4 points this quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Trailblazers up 11. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You look at Scoot Henderson. What a contribution.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA from way out there, knocking down the 3.
And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game, coming at any defense that people throw at him.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. With the clock winding down, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. SGA using that size.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Henderson. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Williams from long range. Drills it from deep. Williams has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
Pass to Klingon. Shoots over Hartenstein. And there's Klingon on the assist by Henderson.
And just an important basket. I mean, especially with their lead dwindling.
Trailblazers.
Williams is checked in for Portland.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 14.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Out of bounds, it'll be Thunder ball. Here's Oklahoma City now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. For the tie. Portland with a rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And he's going for the lob. Here's Kamari. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Henderson, the pass to Thibault. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync. You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Avdia, he's checked in for Portland. Jeremy Grant comes in for Thibault. They swipe it. Grant against Dort. And it's Grant with a three. Grant's got 6.
A nice smooth release from Grant that time. Can't let him get that kind of rhythm.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Portland making a switch here. Banton's checked in. Puts it up off the inbound. Pass to Kamari. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
44 seconds left in the third. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I'd go for it.
Knocks down the triple.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander on target from range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points now in the second half. To the wing, right side. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 6. Tipped. Now the Blazers on the move. And here's Grant from the arc. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's the Trailblazers. They're up.
Fourth quarter.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Thunder trail by 6. Jeremy Grant out there with Delano Banton. Then it's Denny Avdia. Then it's Williams. And it's Kamari in at the 3, small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You know Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy, and he just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Williams.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Working through contact inside.
This is what Gilgeous-Alexander does. He attacks you relentlessly.
Pass to Banton. Avdia from outside sinks the tray. Avdia's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered closely.
He is such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Grant outside. Here's Benton. Avdia passes to Grant. Aiden with it. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Aiden. Pass to Grant. On the take. Oh, Grant throws it down.
That's what he does when he drives to the hoop. Look out.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 29.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside. I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
Yeah, defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
Here's Kamari. He's covered by Holmgren. Kamari, no good. Thunder trail by 6. Hartenstein a screen. Pass to Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Grant. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Avdia screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Kamari no good. The Thunder have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Aiden against Dort. Avdia pulls it in. Portland leading by 6. Grant outside. Offensive rebound. On the wing, Grant jacks up a 3. Drains the triple. Grant's got 5 points now this quarter.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
To the paint. Patton passes to Avdia. Here's Kamari. Williams defending. Pass to Kamari. Here's the 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now. A minute 20 left in the final quarter. Hartenstein a screen. Gilgeous-Alexander. Chalk up 2 there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 31.
Don't judge Holmgren by his size. He does have a passing skill set, finding shooters and getting them the ball.
Patton can't get it to go. Thunder trail by 7.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
And you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Thibault, he's checked in for Kamara. Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Joe comes in for Dort. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He was very encouraging with his guys, saying to them, we are still in this one. Don't give up right now. Get out there and let's grab this lead from them. Guys, let's see if the intensity picks up here.
And Allie, thanks.
Caruso, first personal foul.
He gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
At the line for Portland.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And Aiden pulls it down. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Portland again missing. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Second chance effort. Hartenstein. No good. Ayton with the defensive effort. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
For 2, Deni Avdia.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that'll put him up by 9.
He might not have made them all, but he made enough to put this one out of reach.
And so Portland takes the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him